love you. You know. But like I said, we're the last generation to fucking that
Yeah.
keeps working through it. You know.
Hello.
All right.
I'm
Keep
Nikki.
on their thing.
Come on in and see us.
All right. I'm gonna go. Did he move in one of the cars?
Happy Saturday. I hope everyone is doing all right.
I don't know. Did he move in?
Uh,
Thank
I
you,
I've
darling.
been better, but trying to feel
That's what
somewhat
I need.
optimistic. Uh, I gotta find some keys here for somebody. There you go, babe. Uh, so here I am. It's 1 o'clock on Saturday, and we are live. Happy to see you. I hope things are working out for you this week, and you have a lot to say. Come on in and tell me about it. I'll tell you what's going on with me. Uh, Obviously, my hair is getting crazy. You can see that. And the sunlight in the back there is so bad. I keep saying I'm going to fix that window, but I never get around to it. Um, I made a cardboard, but it fell out. The wind's been so bad here, it blew it out. And I didn't want it to knock over my lamp. As you can see, it's an expensive lamp. And my mandolin is up there too, and I don't want it to get broken. So uh, I decided not to put a board up there. So maybe a curtain would be a good idea, huh? I'll look into that. If you guys have any ideas about it, you let me know. Okay, so some updates. Um, the updates for the family. We're almost to the point of nailing down a date for Donnie's memorial. I'm sure if you know, you know, and if you need to know, I will let you know in private messaging. We're going to keep it a more than private family thing due to other circumstances. I'm sure you would understand. Um, and for those who are planning memorials around the same time, I feel for you. And for my friend Lori, I'm so sorry about your son. And I just love you so much, honey. And I hope you reach out and come in and see us. Um, okay, other updates. I got a phone call from my nephew Larry, and his daughter got her ear implants, and she could hear my voice for the first time. And it was so cute, and she had a lot of smiles, and that was nice. Um, of course, the phone rings while I'm live, right? Sorry. Hey, I'm live on Facebook. Come and see me. Okay, so uh, I was going to tell you all about my plans for my continued jewelry venture. Um, I've been working on some pieces, and although I love it and I love making them, got the carpal tunnel, and it's not exactly pleasant to hold on to the tools and do the things you need to do the wire wrapping. I was hoping that getting back into it and making more pieces would help, but it seems like I'm only able to do one project a week, whereas I used to be able to churn them out a couple at a time in a week. Unfortunately, no, that's not the case. Uh, so for future reference, if you want a custom order, you can just let me know uh, through Messenger. And if you want work on costumes, I'm still open to do that. I love making them, and I would love to help you make them. So if you come along and hi, sister, I love you. uh, if you would like a costume made, just let me know on Messenger, and we can discuss details and what it would cost, and of course I will help you with every aspect. So that goes for costume jewelry too. You know, I will help you make whatever you need for your costume. Um, and yes, I know it's only just before April, and I'm already talking about stuff that happens 10 months from now, right? But we want to be prepared. So taking time to make that stuff takes time, right? So, uh, the next thing on our agenda is, uh, oh yeah, um, uh, my brother's visiting from out of town, and so he may drop by today. He may not. I don't know. If he does, I'll cut short. And if not, then you get me for the full 30 to 40 minutes like usual. Um, I guess I could show you what I've been working on. Um, I have been doing wire wrapping uh, during the day when I am limber enough to hold on to the tools. And in the evenings, I've been trying to reorganize my bead stash. It's a lot. So I've emptied many, many, many small containers into much larger containers like tackle box containers. And I think I have 15 containers now, and that is just tons of bead work stuff. So if you're interested in any pieces, let me know, and I'll be happy to discuss with you. We can either do a Facebook FaceTime, is that what you call it? And then, or we could do a Google Meet. I have that as well, and we can talk about it. Uh, my my prices for costumes and costume jewelry usually run around 12 to 15 an hour, and it depends on what I have to do. So it doesn't take long, but it does take time. You have to plan it out. So what else? Okay, so what I'm working on this week is I think I showed you last week that I was wrapping up some loops. Let me just pull one of these empty loops out so you can see. Here's one of the empty loops. Just a loop with the head on there that I've already wrapped. I'm not sure if I will wrap this one. I may do something different with this one. I was watching a lady make sun catchers this week, and they're so pretty. And I thought, what if the sun catcher had several of these hanging on it with different things? So I might try that. Um, I made this really nice tree right here. Let me just pull that up. There is the tree with the cute owl hanging in there. This piece took 24 hours total to coil all the little wires and to ooh, okay, yeah, it took 24 hours to wire and coil all those little wires, and I finished it on Wednesday. And then I started another one, and I'll show you the progress of that one right now. Here's the next one that I started. I don't know if the camera's picking that up because the sun behind is so bad. But there we are. And I usually layer the colors one color at a time so that certain colors pop through and then others are behind, and you get the full effect of all the colors. I also made this right here this week. Get right up to the camera. It's a charm that is a tree of life, and it says "My family, my love." And It took me about maybe 2 hours to make this. Uh, so I would say, you know, 15 to 20 for it, or 20, yeah, something like that. 15 to 20. You tell me what you think it should be for cost. Uh, how much would you pay for it? I mean, honestly, I I am not as skilled as some of the other rappers that put their stuff up on Facebook, and oh boy, there's some really pretty stuff out there, and they have a lot of talent. I can't wait to be as good as them. I hope that with more practice, my hands will get used to holding the tools on a regular and daily basis. And I'm still studying for my insurance exam, so we'll be working on that through most of the hours. Uh, I could show you my short workspace, which is not much to look at. My desk is covered in paperwork and things that I need to take care of, and of course, uh, all the tools that I leave out during the week when I'm working on jewelry stuff. And let's see, what else could we talk about? Had a conversation with someone earlier in the week. I won't say any names, but it has to do with the way the Lakewood Police has been handling business here where I live. And it's not a good thing. It is not good. They let stuff go. They're not doing their jobs, and I can't believe they get paid as much as they do for the crappy outcomes that they have on investigations that really are important, like the death of our son, and the death of our friend's son. And it takes this boy's friends to go and shake people up to get information, and it just doesn't seem right. We're upset about that, and we don't like it. Joey and I have decided to stay here another year. We love our landlords, and we want to give a shout out to them. Yay. Thanks, Brian and Galen. You're awesome. We love you. We really like it here in Lakewood. We really would like to stay. I think, though, eventually, within the next 4 or 5 years, we're probably going to move more south. I don't know if we'll stay in Colorado, but that's kind of the tentative thoughts here. As far as updates, I mean, I think that's pretty much it. In my work, that's what I've done this week. I ordered another gnome ceramic to paint, and I have also ordered a second unicorn, the same one that I showed you last week. He's kind of cute. He's sitting in a seated position. I am thinking about making him into a gnome. I actually drew a couple of sketches to reflect that. I don't have my sketchbook in here with me right now, otherwise I would show you that. I guess I could just work on some wires. I wish we could listen to music, but they get mad because it's like a trademark or prohibited, because you might be listening to somebody's music and you don't have the rights to play that. I know some people play it, some people don't care. I do not want to get my privileges of making live videos taken away, so I would prefer just to chat and talk about it and maybe hum the music in my head, which I do often anyway, because I do love to sing. And you probably know right now I'm not singing because I have a stuffy head, but I think that's from a tooth problem. I'm thinking about getting tickets to go see Queen Herbie. I really like her and I like what she has to say. Her music is exciting and it's kind of a mix of all the decades of rap and R&B and hip hop, and also of the girl style and uplifting women in general. And I really like that. So I'm thinking I might go and see her. And also Seven Dust is coming to town. And if you know me, you know I'm a big Seven Dust fan and been friends with them for quite a long time. So when they come in on May 1st, I'll probably go and see them. I've never seen Atreyu. I think that would be a great show. I do like their music. I've watched their videos on YouTube, and it is it's up my alley. So I would like to maybe go and see them. The other bands I haven't really listened to too much, but I plan to check them out to see if it's going to be good. Uh, let's see, what else can we talk about? Oh, the body oil gel that I got from Amazon. Although it seemed to be working well, my hands are in worse shape than they were before I started using it. And it did work for the first couple of days, but then after that, it wasn't working. And maybe it's just my skin in specific, um, but it did not agree with the gel consistency, and it doesn't smell very nice on my skin. So I have discontinued using that, and I will continue to look for other lotions that works for my stupid eczema. Um, yeah, sad because having dry skin makes you itchy, and that's the reason why you get dandruff and you have scaly skin everywhere, and it's gross, and it's not exactly exciting stuff, right? So, uh, I've been trying to catch CJ and Tori's show every day. They do a show every day. They have a lot to talk about. I hope I get as good as they are at talking to you all and making up subjects that are relevant and fun to talk about. Uh, of course, I haven't been chatting with Saul too often, so my agenda has been screwed up the last 2 to 3 weeks. Uh, I need to get back in touch with him and get on the ball with that so I can have a plan when I come on to talk to you guys. Um, I'm gonna continue to do some wire wrapping right now. And I'll turn this camera down so you can see what I'm doing. And there we go. And since it's on my laptop, you can't see my face while I work, but you can see holding tools. And that works for me. Right now I am currently putting on oranges and reds and yellows to fill out the tree, and then I add the greens. The fall colors seem to work best for the coiling. um, I don't know why. Just is that way. Maybe for me, I really enjoy those colors the most, and it seems that people really like the fall colors. Um, the changing of the leaves always looks so pretty. And then when it changes from winter to spring, you've got those golden dead leaves happening out there. And then it changes all to green, but there's never any red in there. Whereas with the fall change out of the colors, you get the red and the orange and the different flavored leaves, which I really like. And so that's why I always wrap with these colors as far as the trees go. And so I just loop them up. like that. And then I use my little twirling round nose to twirl these little coils. And then I try to turn the loop so that the end of the wire is down towards the piece and kind of hold it in place. And that seems to look pretty good. Next week, I may not come on live. Because I'm going to be rearranging my next week I may not come on live because I'm going to be rearranging my office area for when my kids come for spring break. I want them to have areas to play in case the weather is bad. And I want them to be able to get along in the same space. Since they're all getting so big and grown up, it's hard to have the 5 of them together in this little tiny room without them fighting over who's going to do what and where. And since I don't really allow all that much screen time when they're here, I have to plan out some projects and set up space for that. And then, of course, we're going to go bowling because they all love to do that. And we'll probably do some other fun activities since Easter is the following weekend. And also Dallas's birthday is on April Fool's Day. So we'll be having some fun times and fun activities. I might even do a jewelry class with them, something that I've never done with them. I have so many beads, they could probably do stringed bracelets or something for each other. They would probably like that. Also, I saw a really cool video on Facebook that has someone took a piece of cardboard and painted it white and put tape over it and then used it as a marker board. And I think that's a great idea. And even though I have large magnets on just about every surface that is magnetic here for them to draw on, they might like that they can draw and then actually take home with them. So I may do something like that. What's going on with that? It says my frame rate is bad. Again, where am I supposed to set that up? I don't know where to do that. I'll have to work on that some more. I think I told you last week that I researched the OBS program so I could do screen switching between me and whatever I'm working on the table. And it says that I need wires and a switcher box and more than one camera. And right now my laptop camera is what I've been using, which is this right here. And I have not gone for, oh, excuse me. I've not gone further with that. Due to how busy I've been this week, running errands, doing paperwork. I had 3 doctor's appointments this week. Just doing the regular checkups and so forth. I may or may not have time next week to research and go into that. But then again, as I'm learning to reschedule things in my world, I may just put time on my calendar to actually do the research for that. And I know that's so hard. Do you have time doing your calendar? do do you excuse me, do you have a hard time making your calendar work? Do you have a hard time scheduling and doing things according to a schedule? Because, I don't have a regular job every single day, and I stay at home. So I spend a lot of time working on projects that I make for myself. And even scheduling time for those sometimes is really hard. Like it doesn't work like others, like a job. And I don't treat it like a job, which I probably should, but I don't. I don't know if I'm able to do that. I mean, I've had my own business. I've had several businesses over my life. I've had the jewelry business for a long time. I had a babysitting business in my house, and I ran that, and I did okay. It was mostly family member kids that would come, and then they would pay for that. I really enjoyed those days with toddlers. I like toddlers a lot. I don't like changing diapers, but I love the little kids. Okay. I may have to sorry. I may have to set up a secondary camera here and just run off of that, and then you could just hear my voice while I work, and you can see what I'm doing. Tony and Jeff are outside shoveling rocks off of the driveway, and Joey is likely working on guitars in the front room in the studio area. And the dogs were being crazy a little bit ago. I heard them chasing each other around the yard. Okay. So I've been adding some yellow. And you can barely see that. It's really hard to see. And try not to catch the loops I already made in there. I had went out to run some errands this week, and my Auntie Alice came by to visit, and I didn't have a chance to see her or talk to her. When I came back, she was already gone. I love her. She's one of the best people I know. I just kind of yank this tight a little bit so that it goes in between the wires that are already there. And then wrap it up. And this one seems to be a bit short, so I'm going to unwind and take it in. So I had another conversation with someone this week about how screen time is really bothering them. Like, they can't get anything done because they're just watching reels or shorts all day. And in my age group, I suppose that's something that we would be stuck doing because, we're a video game generation, and it's hard to get out of the habit of watching that when you've been doing it for such a long time. Uh, but then that rides with the whole idea that we're having trouble scheduling our days out when we don't have regular jobs and schedules like that. Um, and so, I'm always looking for suggestions, and in talking with this person that brought it up to me, they had said that uh, they have a real hard time doing their own schedule and making their daily events matter because they're stuck on the internet watching and doing things. And so it's been difficult for them. And I feel the same way. I have trouble getting off of the internet from reels and shorts, and I find myself thinking that I want to do the same things that they're doing, to kind of copy them and make things happen like they're doing, but I don't want to be like anyone else. I just want to be like me. So I suggest you do the same. And I hope that you continue to join me on Saturday to see what I'm up to or what I might be working on. Hopefully, it'll get better uh, and my skills will grow, and maybe you'll grow with me. And I'd love that. So for now, it's been about a half an hour. I'm going to have to go. Uh, but I'll try to come back next week. I'm not sure if I'll be able to, but I will try to be here, and I'll let you know midweek if I can be here. So I'll say bye for now, and I love you. I can't wait to see you again. Thanks for watching.